Welcome back. Now for your 5-day weather forecast, we go outside to Bridget Trong.
Toronto woke up to above seasonal temperatures today to a pleasant 9 degrees, but unfortunately the temperatures will not hold up. Temperatures will dip down to a low of 2 degrees by this afternoon, and the evening will get quite chilly with a high of -6. Now let's turn to our 5-day forecast. On Saturday, expect a few flurries and a high of -4 degrees. Sunday, the flurries will continue with a high of -2. On Monday, that's Family Day, the flurries will continue with cool temperatures at around -5 degrees. On Tuesday and Wednesday, sunny breaks with -8 degrees on Tuesday and -1 on Wednesday for reading week. And that's it for your 5-day forecast. Now back to you in the newsroom.
Thanks, Bridget. Now turning to national and international news. WikiLeaks has exposed about a dozen cases of possible baby trafficking from Egypt to Canada. American Embassy dispatches made public this week by the site outline details of the cases. According to a spokesman in Canada, Egypt's Islamic law bans adoption. A February 2009 cable from U.S. Cairo Embassy said 10 people were arrested after investigators discovered false birth registration papers.
More protests broke out today in Bahrain as funerals were held for the 3 people who were left dead in a protest crackdown yesterday. Bahrainis crowded the streets and raged against their government. Thousands marched to attend the funerals for the people who were killed. Anti-government slogans were chanted, many carried black flags, and security forces were being called criminals. Others chanted that death should come to Bahrain's ruling family. Protest crackdown was described by witnesses as a massacre.
It's been a week since Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak's dismissal. Thousands crowded Tahrir Square in Cairo to celebrate the anniversary. A Muslim cleric who was banned from Egypt returned to his homeland and was broadcasted on state television. He says the youth of the revolution has lifted the head of this country and made people proud once again. Flags were waved and drums were beat, and similar celebrations are expected in other cities across Egypt.
Belgium has been without a government for 250 days now. Belgians held parties yesterday to celebrate the country now holding the record for the longest period without a government. That record used to belong to Iraq. Party organizers had people on the streets in Ghent stripped down, hoping to get one naked person for each day without the government. The government has been deadlocked over constitutional reforms since the general elections in June.
And a Japanese company is putting out the call to all fledgling roboteers to enter their 2-legged creations in a robot race. The winning robot must complete 422 laps of an indoor 100-meter course. The race is expected to last 4 days and corresponds with the beginning of the popular Tokyo Marathon.
And now with your sports news, here's Kathleen Peroff.
The Humber Hawks women's basketball team have ended their season on a winning note. The Hawks downed the Redeemer Royals Thursday night in their final game of the regular season. The Hawks dominated the last-place Royals on offense and defense, leading by 33 points at the break. The 79-54 win over Redeemer puts the Hawks in second place going into the championship weekend held at Algonquin College in March. The Hawks men's team were also looking to end their season on a win when they hosted Redeemer. The first-place Hawks were up against the winless Royals, but fans in attendance were still excited, and Hawk guard Mark Perrin gave them plenty to be excited about. And boom goes the dynamite. Humber crushed the Royals 93-40 and will look for their 3rd straight provincial title in Sault Ste. Marie the weekend of March 3rd. Also in Humber sports, the powerhouse Hawks badminton team will be in London, Ontario this weekend as Fanshawe College hosts the OCAA Provincial Championships. The Hawks dominated the West Regional Tournament, sweeping all but one category. 9 Hawks are competing for a chance to move on to the National Championships, which will be held in Sackville, New Brunswick on March 3rd. Switching over to the pro leagues now, the Stars in Los Angeles will be shining bright this weekend as the NBA All-Star Game heads to the Staples Center. The festivities kick off tonight at 9 with the Rookie Challenge showcasing some of the league's freshest talent, while on Saturday night, things will heat up as players take to the court for the skills competition and slam dunk challenge. One Raptor will be making the trip out to LA. DeMar DeRozan is getting a second chance to outdunk the competition in his hometown. On Sunday at 7, you can catch the 60th All-Star Game live from the Staples Center. And if basketball isn't your thing, the Leafs will try to continue their winning ways this weekend as they face off against the Ottawa Senators at the ACC Saturday. The Buds are coming off 2 consecutive wins against teams ahead of them in the standings, and they'll have to find a way to stay up against a slumping Ottawa team who is dropped to last place in the Eastern Conference. The Leafs will be without defenseman Thomas Kaberle, who the Leafs traded to the Boston Bruins today. Coming back to Toronto in the deal is prospect center Joe Colburn, Boston's first-round pick in the upcoming entry draft, and another conditional pick. That's it for sports. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Kathleen. After the break, we'll get Tom Yanni's take on today's entertainment highlights.
I have scoured the globe to accumulate what I deem to be the greatest entertainment news. That's coming up next.